At the edge of Sundarvan stood a colossal banyan called Ambar's embrace. Its roots hung like braids of time. Its shade held centuries of secrets. Children played in its hollows, pilgrims tied threads for wishes, and elders said that once in a rare while, the tree answered those who dared to ask it their deepest question. Into this village came Ira, carrying grief and silence. Her grandmother, Amma Leela, had passed away, leaving only a scrap of paper. Find the banyan. Ask it the thing you cannot say. For years, Ira had drowned in city jobs that smothered her creativity. Now she came with one hidden question. How do I find the work that sings with my soul? Rafi, an old teacher, gave her lodging. The banyan listens at dusk, he said. That evening, Ira stood under its vast canopy and spoke her question aloud. The roots stirred, a breeze wove through the air, and she felt a rustling answer. You already carry the question. Begin with small acts. The words took root in her. She began painting again, teaching children to make colors from turmeric and beetroot, repairing fences, sharing food. Each act stitched her spirit. Her art reached Keshav, a sculptor of driftwood, who invited her to work with him. Together they wove wood and paint into living stories. Slowly, Ira earned a little, but more importantly, she felt alive. Word spread. Travelers paused at her scarves. A magazine called her the woman who colors roots. Yet she still returned to the banyan, knowing answers came not in lightning, but in listening. One monsoon night, she found a shivering orphan boy, Ayan, beneath the banyan. She took him in, wrapping him in one of her painted shawls. Soon he joined her workshops, telling stories through puppets and plays. The banyan's shade became a vibrant community hub where art, repair, and hope mingled. Ira realized her purpose, not only to create, but to help others find their voices. Seasons passed. Mira, a scholar of tree lore, arrived to study Ambar's embrace. She listened to Ira's tale and said, "The banyan didn't give you answers. It reflected your courage." Around the same time, a gallery owner offered Ira an exhibition. She agreed only if part of the sales funded children's workshops and free community shows. He accepted. Her art gained recognition, but she remained rooted in Sundarvan. Then came a threat. A developer wanted to cut into the banyan's roots to build a resort. The village divided, some tempted by jobs, others fearful of losing their sacred tree. Ira, Mira, and Keshav rallied the community. They hosted residencies, invited journalists, and told the banyan's story. Photographs of its vast roots and of children painting beneath it spread across papers. Investors hesitated, but compromise came. Part of the land would host a cooperative school and workshop, while the banyan was legally protected. Imperfect, yet it endured. Years flowed. Ayan grew into a theater artist, returning often to perform beneath the banyan. Ira's art deepened, layered greens, roots, and silences that mirrored the tree. She painted her grandmother once, capturing not her face, but the light of her laughter. That painting became a hymn for the workshop. One summer evening, villagers gathered for Ayan's play about the banyan's history. It ended with a banner, "We are rooted, therefore we rise." Ira, her hair silver now, felt Amma Leela's message alive in that moment. She had asked the banyan once, but life had answered through her choices and her small acts. Later, a little girl named Lolly tugged her sleeve. "Will the banyan always be here?" Ira smiled. "Nothing stays forever as it is, but if we listen and act with love, what matters has a better chance." When Ira passed quietly in her sleep, the village gathered under Ambar's embrace with lanterns and song. They tied threads to its roots, promising to carry her legacy. The banyan dropped dry leaves as if blessing them. Ending. Years later, a child named Maya came to the tree with her own question. She painted a mural on the banyan's fence, and soon children gathered, elders nodded, and the village watched. The banyan stood timeless, whispering through the wind its old truth. Listen, begin with small acts.